So, guys, another fantasy fight that I wanted to talk about. I didn't plug in my mic, so these audio is not going to be great on these videos, but it's okay. Let's talk about Keith Thurman and Miguel Cotto. Who do you think would win that fight? If those two were to match up in their primes, I'm talking about Keith Thurman that fought Danny Garcia, that Keith Thurman. If he was to fight prime Miguel Cotto, who wins? That for me would be a cracking fight. Listen, I know a lot of people would jump to the fact that they think Miguel Cotto, and I would favor Miguel Cotto in that fight. I would favor Miguel Cotto in that fight, but I think Keith also could be a problem. I think Keith has very good athleticism. I think he moves very well. I think he's got a good punch. I think he's got good power, speed. He's got great legs. He can move around. However, I think Miguel Cotto is a very complete boxer. I think Miguel Cotto takes a very good punch. I think Miguel Cotto is very tough. I think Miguel Cotto's got very, very good chin. And that, I think, probably wins Miguel Cotto the fight. I think the fact that Miguel Cotto's got very tough and takes a very good punch, and we know that Keith Thurman gets hurt to the body, and Cotto he can punch, and he can punch that body. And I just feel that if Cotto cripples Thurman, Cotto in his prime won't let Thurman off the hook. Cotto's quite vicious. I've seen Cotto fight. Cotto was a very, very good fighter. Very tough, very good boxer. Paulie Malignaggi said that Malignaggi says, Khan was a nightmare for me. He goes, Khan stylistically, I couldn't fight against him. He was just stylistically a nightmare for my style. But he goes, Miguel Cotto was the most complete fighter that I fought. He goes, Cotto was the most complete guy that I fought. Probably the best boxer that I fought. Very, very, very complete. So Miguel Cotto was a very, very good boxer. Not just that, he could punch. He sets traps. He was just overall a brilliant fighter. And I think although Keith Thurman has his strength and attributes in that fight, I would favor Cotto. And I just think Cotto would hit him with a body shot, hurt him, and I think Cotto would go in for the finish. Cotto beat a prime Zab Judah. Cotto was tough, man. He was tough as nails. Tough, take a punch, good boxer. He had it all. Miguel Cotto, for me, I think a very underrated fighter. Honestly, I think people look at him and say, oh, he lost all his big... Miguel Cotto was a special fighter as far as I'm concerned. I think Miguel Cotto was a very, very underrated fighter, and a fighter that I rate very highly. And unfortunately, when we look at Miguel Cotto, we look at the fights with Manny Pacquiao, we look at the fights with Mayweather, and actually did very well against Mayweather, by the way. He gave Mayweather a hell of a fight. Pacquiao, he got dominated and beat up, but Manny Pacquiao was a monster at that point. Miguel Cotto is a very underrated fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters, Miguel Cotto. I love his style. I just think he was a great fighter. I think he was a very underappreciated fighter. A guy that's always been in wars, tough. Some of his fights were, Margarito fight where Margarito cheated and had hand wraps. Miguel Cotto took a lot of punishment in that fight, but he was a warrior. Miguel Cotto was what I call a warrior, very good fighter, underrated fighter, underappreciated, and we don't talk about him as much as we should do. I made a video about Miguel Cotto and Crawford, saying that I think Miguel Cotto would beat Terence Crawford, and a lot of people jumped on me and said, Miguel Cotto, this is what I mean, very underappreciated fighter. Very underappreciated fighter. Exceptional fighter as far as I'm concerned. But he doesn't seem to get the credit like some of the other guys get. Probably because he was not that outspoken. He was just quiet, got on with his job. But nevertheless, in my opinion, an excellent fighter. For me, a Hall of Famer, if I'm honest with you. Miguel Cotto, special fighter. I've always liked Miguel Cotto. I've always thought he's a great fighter. I just don't think he gets the respect. And there's certain fighters like that just don't seem to get the credit that they deserve. And Miguel Cotto definitely fits into that category where he definitely hasn't got the credit, in my opinion, from the boxing fans. Yeah, there are a few people that, that give him his due and credit, but I don't think he's been as respected as he should be. I think he's a Hall of Famer. If I had to pick who wins between him and Thurman, I would say Miguel Cotto wins that fight. So leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who do you think would win, Miguel or Keith Thurman? Leave your thoughts. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I want to thank you all for me reaching 7,000 subs. I appreciate your support. Guys, as you can probably see from my channel art, I have recently started Patreon and Blogger. If you were to click on this icon here, it will take you to my Patreon page. And I just want to take you through my Patreon page. So at the minute, I've got two options. Hopefully, I will increase this if my Patreon grows. But at the minute, I've got one option, which is $1 a month fan donation, which will obviously help me produce better quality content on YouTube and faster for you guys. And I've got another option of $3 a month for 2 live streams a week discussing boxing with myself. You guys will get to speak to me face to face. And I'll take you to my boxing blog. So if you were to click on this B sign here, it will take you to my boxing blogs, which is this page here. And all you have to do is click on here, and that will take you to my boxing blogs where you can see all my different articles that I've wrote. So as you can see, I've wrote 6 articles about different topics. So if you want to click on one of my articles, all you got to do is click on this, and it will take you straight to the article, and you can read it, and you can then go back and read the others if you would like. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd just highlight this to you. So make sure to read my articles. Make sure to subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested. And guys, I thank you for your support. I thank you for me reaching 7,000 subs. Guys, I'm out.